habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about it.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Murray now on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
On the carry.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Taken down.
It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Pick up of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Here we go.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Former ASU Sun Devil, Eno Benjamin with it. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. He can run for it, and he will. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, this drive has been a model of efficiency. They've done everything they've wanted to, and the defensive guys, they've got it.
Oh, Edmonds has it knocked loose, and the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50.
You do this
He's
too.
at the 40, 20, 10, and they bring this one back. It's It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Cardinals nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. On second down, this is Edmonds. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Number 29, Chase.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. From the gun, Murray. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
Incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Maybe the threat of Russell Wilson running the football there and him handing it off opened a little bit of a lane.
It does, and what also helps, his unselfishness. Because he's not a quarterback who's going to take it every time and pull from the running back and keep it. He will hand it inside when the reads are correct.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
First and goal.
Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. This is Carson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Buying time to his left. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Seahawks 14. Cardinals.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Murray. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. This no good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
Cardinals nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Again.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
58, come on. 58, come on. Here we go, D, get off the field.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
40-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Now he'll escape to his left. That is caught at the 7. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
This one complete to Christian Kirk.
Murray's pass.
It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
A 7-yard.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
45-yard line.
Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
3-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Right back to him for 10 more and a first. On first and 10, it's Wilson. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now he's forced out left, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Now, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion, but this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On second down, Edmonds. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. He's got his man, it's Williams. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
On the Seahawks 32-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Murray. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Murray with a 3rd and long. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
She's been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Staying on his feet. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Byron Murphy.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's Carson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Wilson to throw. Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Cardinals, 40.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Will Dissly, the intended receiver.
But it'll be 2nd and goal. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Wilson will throw again. Flush to his right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Will Dissly with his 16th touchdown of the year. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by one more.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be an Arizona 1st down on a gain of 17.
17 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From the 44, Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Not much there, only a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
In on 2nd down, Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He was covered.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Forced out to his left. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Cardinals claw one back. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. To throw again. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Wilson on first down. He'll find Metcalf. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it to combined. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Past the 20. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Seahawks 45, Cardinals 8. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
First down, Cardinals.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Edmonds. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Edmonds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
37-yard.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Max Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals are able to make things a bit... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
10-10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray going deep for Hopkins. And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
Number 10,
DeAndre Hopkins. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Cardinals, oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
1st and 10.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
7 yards the pickup there. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And it's a quick slant to Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Now he's flushed out left. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Quick throw here, that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On third down, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 16. 70th catch for him on the year. Like so many others, this goes for a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
3-yard line.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
From the gun, Murray eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 73 yards. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
At the 3-yard line.
Rolling to his right. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Cardinals.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Wilson wants to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, is the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That's good.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility.
More yards.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellent.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Able to locate his running back, open downfield. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
For the extra point.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap. It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
33.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season at a solid 13-3. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, despite the loss here, was a splendid regular season as they'll finish at 12-4. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what?
Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zones, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff on, spin move, in zones, go. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball, as soon as I snap. Back of the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's how we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. We just step on, spin move, in zones, go. Touch down and put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. We just step You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make out with a beast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're hearing with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just to heal. With a slip on, spin move, in zone, scope. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a slip on, spin move, in zone, scope. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. This is second nature, all is automatic. You fools hurt. Jesus will. Take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the way.
winning teams, 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be